Hello, welcome to Blossom and Rise. It's your host, Amber Choisella. It is a wonderful day. Actually, it's a really smoky and hazy day up here in Pollock Pines. California is currently having horrendous fires. We have a fire north of us in Redding that is coming down here. The Mendocino Complex fire is also influencing us. There's another fire in Yosemite that's influencing us. So it's really hazy, it's nasty, it's hot outside, kind of humid. But I wanted to check in with you guys and do this video and, create consistency. I know normally I make 1 to 2 videos a week. I'm gonna try to set a schedule for you, my subscribers, for Mondays and Thursdays. I think that'd be great. Something that you can expect from me every Monday and Thursday videos. I also have some really exciting news. If you follow me on Instagram, which is at Blossom and Rise, I had just announced that I will be doing a discussion with Danielle Holdman, who is another influencer in the community of metaphysics. She is a coach, a spiritualist, and a metaphysician like myself. I'm super psyched because I heard her on one of my favorite podcasts. It's called The Big Seance. The Big Seance podcast, that's what it's called. Yeah, I wanted to add Parlor because that's part of Patrick, the host, and Danielle's podcast too. And so I'm super, super excited. 2 spiritualists and 2 metaphysicians are gonna sit down and have a conversation about each concept and what it means, right? I'm super excited for that. We're gonna do that sometime next month, so stay tuned for that. So today, what I wanna talk about is what spirit feels like, the feels of spirits, right? So if you're empathic, then you're gonna pick up energy from living people and from people that are in spirit. And what does that feel like, right? For me, it feels like, it feels tingly. That's a good way to explain it. Tingly, and then sometimes when I'm feeling touched, it feels cold, right? I felt my face being touched before. I felt my hands being touched before, my shoulders being touched. It's really eerie, but then when you realize, oh, that's spirit, then it's like, okay, I acknowledge you. I know that you're here. Who are you? How can I help you? That type of thing. I know that when I was a kid, hearing spirit used to freak me out. I don't know about you, but my necklace is getting ready to come off. When I was up until my adulthood, I still hear my name being called, and it will be loud. It'll be like, Amber. And I remember I did a soul journey when I was 26. Spirit told me that I was supposed to go to Vancouver, BC, that's British Columbia, okay? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna go there, that sounds crazy. I ended up going September. I'm 29 now, so that was 3 years ago. I wanna say, 3 years ago. And I went to Seattle, so I flew from Sacramento to Seattle, and on my way there, the flight was 1 hour and 26 minutes. It's synchronicity right now. 1 hour and 26 minutes. My birthday is January 26th. Boom, I knew that I was on track. Then I get to the hotel, and it's just me, and in the middle of the night, I hear my name, Amber, and it was a female voice, and I don't recognize the voice, but I woke up, and I looked around, and I'm like, who's with me? And I said, oh, that's spirit. And I went back to sleep. Okay, so it's just understanding and being aware that there's another dimension, there's another reality that's going on within this reality. How I like to think of the spirit realm, it's like dimension overlapping another dimension, right? Spirit is all around us at all times, and people, some people are more perceptive to the energy than others, but we can all sense it, right? You can walk into a room and know that some shit just went down, right? it's cool, and you can develop it too, right? Your spirit's in a human body, so you're capable of all these things that I speak of. Some people have deeper gifts than other people, so I'm very clairsentient, where I can feel. I'm empathic, right? That's one of my stronger traits. Clairvoyant, I can see, but it's more like, not like a movie, but like a vision. I don't know how to, I don't know how to explain it, but I see more like a vision. And it's like, things will come into my mind that will remind me of something. Like for instance, I was at church one day in service, and there's this woman sitting next to me, and she reminded me of someone that I knew named Virginia. So I'm like, I don't know why this is coming up. And then I wrote down on a piece of paper, Barbara, right? And I'm like, I don't know what this is about. So I just wrote it down, whatever. So since I was a student medium, my reverend would ask if I had any messages for anyone in the congregation and to come up. And that's when I was gaining my affidavits. That'll be something totally different. That's about spiritualism. I'll go back to that in when I discuss it with Danielle. So affidavits is to prove facts of mediumship. So I was sitting next to a lady. She's like, Amber, do you have anything? I said, yeah, I do. And I turned to the lady, can I come to you? Yes. Okay. So I'm like, I don't know why I'm picking this up, but I'm picking up the name Virginia. Do you know somebody named Virginia? And she goes, yes. And she instantly started crying. And I said, well, what's wrong? And she's like, well, my closest aunt, her name was Virginia. And I said, okay, well, who's Barbara? She's like, my name is Barbara. My mouth just dropped. My mouth dropped because it's like, wow, like I was really connected. And every time I get a message that is validating, I'm always in awe. Like it always amazes me. I love it. I'll never get to a point where I'll be like, yeah, I know. Spirit told me that. I know. No, it'll never get to that point because I love doing this service. Like you'll hear me say this a lot of times. I love doing this service. And the message that Virginia wanted to give Barbara is that she loved her and that she was still around her. Just something super simple like that. Dreams, spirit can come into dreams, and the dream will feel so real, right? That you really saw your loved one, you were really with your loved one. That's because you were. Right? When you're sleeping, your brain is able to rest, your body is able to rest, and your mind can be free. And it's more susceptible to spirituality, metaphysical experiences. Sleeping paralysis is another thing that people think is mystical, and I don't know. I suffer from sleep paralysis, and I remember my first one, it happened. I was young. I want to say like 6 or 7, around the time that I first seen spirit. And I couldn't move. My body was asleep and my mind was awake. And I don't remember feeling like somebody was in the room with me, or people feel like a witch is on top of them or a demon's around them. And I don't know. I can't quite say if it's a spiritual experience or if it's something that's physiological. Okay, so I don't know. But sleep paralysis, that's another thing that people feel like they feel spirit around them and with them. Is there any other topics? Kind of like thinking when I feel spirit. And with your loved ones. For me, it's a knowing. My grandmother, it'll be 2 years on the 20th of August this month that she has departed and transitioned to spirit. I know that she's around me because I don't know how to explain it. I just know that she is. I always talk to her spirit. I used to call her babe, so I'd be like, babe, I wish I can give you a hug right now. I miss you so much right now. This is what I'm going through right now. What would you tell me right now? And to just know, to sense her spirit with me. I can't explain it. I just can't. I just know that she's with me. I haven't seen her with my third eye yet, but no, that's not true. I have actually. I have seen her. I've seen a younger version of her. One that I didn't know as I was alive. I didn't know. So I have seen her before. But yeah, so when you feel or you get a sense that your loved one's around you, acknowledge it. Say, hi grandma, hi grandpa, hi Auntie Barb, hi Uncle Billy, like say hi, acknowledge them, they're there for you. Spirit never dies. That's the great thing. The body does because it's not meant to live forever, but the spirit lives forever. Okay, tune into that. Tune into that, acknowledge them. They're there for you. Okay? So I'm gonna do a reading today. I'm gonna do 3 cards instead of 1 card. Woo woo! What's the difference? I don't know. What happened? I don't know. I just feel like doing a reading today. I'm ready to do more readings. I'm gonna put that out there. I want to do more readings. I like doing readings because they're so healing and they're so interesting. It's like whatever comes up is so cool. Like I did a live reading yesterday on my Instagram, and this one young lady reached out to me. She was awesome, from Sacramento, and I had pulled a card on like connecting with your tribe, and like as I said that, she had commented in the live bar, and I was just like, wow, like we were totally connected. And she reached out to me afterwards and told me how she felt. She resonated with everything that I had said, and it was great because it was 8 cards, and today is 8/8/18. I just put that together. That's so funny. That's so funny. Random acts of realization. I'm slow sometimes, so it's great when it comes back to me, comes around. All right, so I haven't set a protection up for me yet, so I'll do that now. Have to sneeze. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I asked God consciousness, my guardian angels, and my loved ones and guides to come with me now and help answer any questions that my viewers may have. I also ask that my ego be put aside and that healing is performed on me and my viewers today. I ask that we all are protected by God's divine white light, God's consciousness of gold light, and love surrounds us now. Also, I only want to interact with energies that are higher than myself and my viewers, nothing less than. I thank you, and I honor you, and I respect you in love and light. All right. Oh, it's backwards. Did you guys like my prayer? I always like to talk about not having ego involved, because ego can be really damaging, okay? And I'm very modest, and I don't ever want my ego to be in any way at all. Making sure that your chakras are clear so that you can receive abundance, right? Knowledge, your crown chakra, make sure that it's open and is vibrating greatly and brightly, okay? Come in contact with people that will uplift you, okay? Not pull you down. Find your tribe, right? It's happening now. And that's funny because yesterday's reading I said something like, it's either you're gonna meet like-minded people or you're in contact with one now. Either or, everything's coming together, all right? The people that you meet are for a reason. They're here to teach you a lesson and give you wisdom, right? So honor those people, even if it's a negative situation. But right now we're growing in awareness, so you want to find people. Just be open to it. Don't even consciously search for it. Just be open to it, and those people will be attracted to you. They'll find you, okay? Next card. Leap. This card came up yesterday. So Spirit really wants you to know that do what you want to do. You have an idea, you have something that you want to plan to do, do it. The universe will catch you. Hopefully you can see this card. It's beautiful art. Sorry. Do it. The universe is here for you, okay? It's here for you. Now, I hope that these resonated with you. If they did, please discuss it down below. I really love that. I love having spiritual, metaphysical, that are of the light discussions. If you like the content of my channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, please like it. And if you feel like you know someone who would benefit or like to listen to the content that I share on Blossom and Rise, please go ahead and share my content on all social media platforms. All right, well, that's all I have for today. Remember, Mondays and Thursdays, I'm going to be trying to post a video every one of those days, each of those days, Monday and Thursday. Okay, so stay tuned. If you want to find me on Instagram, I'm at Blossom and Rise. If you want to find me on Facebook, same, look under Blossom and Rise. I have a business page there. And that's it. Yeah. If you have a suggestion that you want me to cover in my future videos, please comment below too. I love that as well. And thank you so much for supporting Blossom and Rise. Namaste.